For decades, Donnie McClurkin was the face of gospel resilience. His soaring ballads of healing, his commanding presence behind pulpits, his reputation as a redeemed man who overcame unspeakable pain. This was the image that defined him. He wasn't just a singer, he was a symbol. From award shows to Sunday services, his smile seemed unshakable. He preached restoration. He sang about grace. On Instagram, posts showed him in crisp suits, embracing family, celebrating milestones. To the casual fan, Donnie had mastered the art of turning pain into purpose. But attentive followers noticed something else. Beneath the polished interviews and polished photos, there were cracks. A caption on Instagram that read, "Still learning, still struggling." A sermon clip where his voice faltered as he whispered, "Sometimes I preach to myself more than anyone else." Fans began to wonder, was the perfect image beginning to fracture? Comments under his posts hinted at suspicion. "You look tired, Pastor Donnie. Praying for you. You seem heavy lately." Others defended him. "Leave him alone. He's human like the rest of us." Insiders whispered too. A musician who once toured with him claimed Donnie often sat alone backstage, head in his hands, whispering prayers through tears. He carried something heavy, the musician alleged, but he never said what it was. Even Adrian, a longtime friend, once hinted in a podcast, "Donnie's strength is real, but so is his vulnerability. There's a lot the public doesn't see." And then there were the cancelled events. A retreat in Atlanta suddenly postponed. A Sunday service appearance called off last minute. Officially, it was scheduling conflicts. Unofficially, insiders claimed Donnie was struggling to even get out of bed. Still, he pressed forward. Smiles on stage, songs of victory, sermons of breakthrough. But those close enough saw the cracks widening. The perfect image was slipping, and fans began asking, what storm was Donnie McClurkin hiding behind his celebrated smile? The first leak came from an alleged conversation during a private elders meeting. According to one source, Donnie whispered through tears, "I've been preaching to people while drowning myself." The room fell silent, the source claimed, until an elder put a hand on his shoulder and said, "Brother Donnie, you don't have to carry this alone." Soon after, screenshots of supposed text messages began circulating online. One, allegedly from Donnie to a close confidant, read, "I don't want to die with secrets, but I'm afraid if I tell the truth, I'll lose everything." Another message hinted at isolation. "At 64, I feel lonelier than ever." Fame doesn't cure emptiness. Fans debated their authenticity, but the content resonated too deeply to ignore. Was Donnie finally admitting to battles he'd hidden for decades? Then came the leaked audio, posted anonymously on YouTube. The shaky recording captured Donnie's trembling voice. "I've prayed for deliverance for others while doubting if God hears me at all." A woman's voice, unidentified, replied softly, "You can't keep doing this to yourself." The most explosive leak came from a supposed late-night phone call with a family member. Donnie allegedly confessed, "I'm tired of pretending. I've sung about freedom while chained to shame." The relative reportedly urged him, "Just tell the truth, Donnie. People will still love you." Industry insiders whispered that his pain wasn't new. "He's been carrying this for years," one claimed. "But lately it's gotten heavier. He talks about walking away, about never singing again." Rumors spread like wildfire. Some speculated health struggles. Others whispered about financial strain. A darker faction of gossip pointed to unresolved wounds from his past, traumas he had spoken about vaguely but never fully unpacked. And then came the most chilling alleged admission. "There were nights," Donnie reportedly told a confidant, "when I thought it would be easier to just not wake up." The leaks blurred the lines between rumor and reality, but they painted the same picture: a man beloved by millions, suffocating under secrets, nearing the edge of collapse. Still, the question burned. What was the truth Donnie McClurkin was so afraid to admit, and could the gospel world survive it? The breaking point allegedly came during a worship night in New York. Donnie began leading "Stand," one of his most powerful anthems. But halfway through, his voice cracked, not from strain, but from tears. He dropped the microphone, covered his face, and whispered into the mic, "I can't, not tonight." The audience froze. Some began praying aloud. Others wept openly, unsure whether to applaud, intercede, or sit in stunned silence. Backstage, insiders say, Donnie collapsed into a chair, sobbing uncontrollably. "I'm preaching strength to others," he reportedly cried, "but I have none left for myself." Adrian, who was said to be present, allegedly knelt beside him, whispering, "You don't have to carry this alone anymore." The moment shattered the illusion of control. Crew members whispered later that he repeated the same line for hours. "I can't keep doing this." That same week, during a private counseling session, Donnie allegedly told his pastor, "I'm living two lives, the one people see, and the one where I'm barely holding on." Rumors swirled afterward of a heated exchange between Donnie and a longtime associate. "You're still needed," the associate reportedly told him. Donnie's reply was chilling, "Needed or not, I'm broken." Fans didn't see the full collapse. They saw cancelled shows, vague statements about rest, and cryptic social media posts. But behind the curtain, Donnie McClurkin had hit his lowest point, and the haunting question echoed, did this breaking point nearly end not just his ministry, but his life? The gospel community erupted. Some rallied around him, flooding Twitter with "pray for Donnie." Others questioned his leadership, demanding clarity. "A pastor this broken shouldn't lead a flock," one critic wrote. "Step down and heal." Pastors across the nation weighed in. One preached, "Even generals need rest." Donnie's confession is not weakness, it's honesty. Another countered, "Confusion is not from God. Leaders must be clear, or step aside." Blogs had a field day. Headlines screamed, "Donnie McClurkin's secret struggles exposed." And is this the end of his ministry? Fans dissected every Instagram post. Adrian's cryptic caption, "Some storms you endure, not escape," fueled speculation. YouTube channels devoted entire episodes to theories about what Donnie's confession truly meant. Even within his circle, division grew. Some urged him to take a permanent sabbatical. Others pushed him to press forward, citing financial obligations. One insider claimed Donnie told them, "I feel like I'm being used up, like they only want my voice, not my soul." The fallout was undeniable. His image, once unshakable, was now fragile. His fans were divided, his colleagues conflicted. But just when the chaos seemed overwhelming, whispers of a deeper, darker truth began to surface, a twist that threatened to rewrite everything fans thought they knew. According to multiple insiders, Donnie confessed privately to something far more devastating. The dark season wasn't just about depression, one alleged source revealed. It was about betrayal, deep, personal betrayal. He didn't name names, but he reportedly told close friends, "I trusted people with my heart, my ministry, my life, and they broke me." Theories exploded. Was this about business associates mishandling money, family wounds reopened, or a broken trust that cut even deeper? One alleged insider recalled Donnie whispering through tears, "I built my ministry on faith, but I built my trust on people who let me down, and that nearly destroyed me." The whispers grew darker. Some speculated he had contemplated retiring from gospel altogether. He said he thought about walking away, about disappearing, one source claimed. Fans reeled. Could Donnie McClurkin, the voice of "We Fall Down and Stand," really have been ready to vanish? And if betrayal was the true root of his pain, who was responsible for nearly silencing one of gospel's greatest voices? Weeks later, Donnie emerged quietly online. No grand statement, just a short video of him singing softly at a piano. His voice was tender, almost trembling, but still unmistakably powerful. Fans flooded the comments with prayers, tears, and words of love. When asked about the rumors, Donnie offered only this cryptic reflection, "I'm still here. Not because I'm perfect, not because I'm strong, but because grace kept me." Adrian later posted, "Some stories are still being written. The ending isn't here yet." The gospel world remains divided. Some believe his confession was enough. Others demand the full truth. But one haunting question lingers over everything. What was the secret Donnie McClurkin carried so long? The confession that nearly ended his ministry? Because maybe, the real story hasn't even started yet.